Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Panda here. Did you miss me? Oh no, you missed me. No, it's alright. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, I know I missed yesterday. I know I didn't get an upload up yesterday. Yeah, look, hey, I didn't have time, alright? Nah, hey, what's going on, guys? I had an amazing weekend. What about you guys? That's good. I don't know why I'm waiting, leaving a pause for you to answer, seeing as how I can't hear you. I believe I'm going crazy. Yeah, no, I had an awesome weekend. I am sorry I didn't get an upload up yesterday. It was purely because, one, I didn't record enough for another episode to go up yesterday, and two, because I didn't really have time to make another episode to get back. I was about an hour and a half away from my computer, so I couldn't really do much about that, so I'm sorry. Alright, just forgive me, please, for the love of God, just forgive me. That's all I ask of you. Okay, I've babbled on about nothing. Enough for today. Let's continue, shall we? I believe we're up to a brief history of time. No, time? I still didn't Google that to find out whether that was the correct pronunciation. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I have full confidence that I can do fine in it without any extra studying, but the fact that she's putting in the effort instead of just reading in the library is heartening. I'll grab your stuff and take it to your dorm in the evening. See ya. With a small wave, we part ways. I'll go do my homework before meeting Lilly. I should be able to take care of it in time. I want to go meet up with Lilly. Wrangling with a particularly complicated math problem has caused me to be a little bit late for my meeting with Lilly. 2 plus 2. Man, now, if we drag the 4 divided by 2, square it by 7, divide by 3, we should get x, and then y squared will give you b times 2 equals x. So what does x equal? Only a couple of minutes, but enough to make my steps smartly out into the courtyard and into the school gate. I like how the music sped up with my voice just then. If it goes any faster, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up. I make a right turn and start my way towards the small town below, leaving a few students turning the other way to the bus station. I slip my right hand into my pocket as I walk in the orange sunlight of dusk. Thankfully, the sweltering summer heat started to die down, making way for a pleasant cool breeze. I'd have to say I'd probably put my left hand in my left pocket rather than my right. When I stretch my hands high above my head, a familiar figure takes form, cane in her right hand. Ah, Lilly. She stops and turns around, swiveling her head slightly to try and work out exactly where the voice came from. Hey, it's me. I quickly catch up to her, coming in beside her and matching her slow pace as we resume walking. Good afternoon, Hisao. Hey there. I glance up at the sky. A distinct tinge of orange discolours the clouds. Washing the footpath in its light, long shadows from the trees fall across the wide road down the hill. So, Hisao, what brings you here? Just going to town to grab some groceries. Hanako sent me. Hanako sent you? Yeah, she said she needed to study for a test tomorrow. I was going to come down anyway, so I'll just buy her stuff as well. Unspoken is that Lilly really could use some help to get food, but it's an obvious fact that neither of us needs to state. It's good to hear she's studying for it. I thought the same thing when she asked me to come with you. We continue walking down the street, the familiar sound of her cane echoing through the air as we go. Except for the occasional passing car and the leaves whispering in the branches, there's a blissful silence. Thank God I can finally relax for the first time today. I glance over at Lilly. That porcelain face of hers never seems to lack that air of relaxed confidence. I guess the same could be said of her personality too. As she silently walks, her face remaining pointed to the street ahead of her, I look ahead and savour the cool air blowing over my face. This is probably the calmest moment I've had since the about face of my life took so recently. Okay. To have it while walking to get some groceries, what a weird life. I feel the crumpled up note rubbing against my hand in my pocket and pull it out to check its contents. Let's see here. Eggs, bread, cereal, thyme, lettuce, shaved ham. What else have we got? Here's quick. Condom? It sounds like quite a bit... Oh, sorry. It sounds like quite a bit to carry back along with your own. Yeah, just how much does this girl eat anyway? My mind suddenly clicks that yes, there actually is a person besides me. Wait, I mean... She laughs wholeheartedly. Ha 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 ha! My dear boy, Hisao. I wasn't far off. Her giggles punctuate her words, though she's making little effort to suppress them. Quite direct today, aren't we? Yeah, you got me there. Still, it's quite a bit. Well, no, I'm not... I was going to say something terrible about Hanako, but I can't. I just can't do it. Can't bring myself to say something so bad about Hanako. She's the one. She was the first one. Usually I go shopping with Hanako. Oh man. Usually I go shopping with Hanako, so I know what she buys. It's the same thing every week. Huh? She a good cook? Hell no. She gives a nervous giggle. Hell no. It's usually me who ends up cooking. I used to do so for Akira, so it's no problem doing it for Hanako as well. You can cook, but... A short hum with an amused little... emanates from beside me, with an amused lilt. I wonder if the fact that she seems amused by my comments so often is actually genuine, or rather just from a want to make me more comfortable in addressing her blindness. I'd say just make you more comfortable. There are ways around it. Some meals are more difficult to cook than others because of being unable to see what I'm doing, but it usually only takes a little more time. Fingers can double as very useful measurement tools, for example. It makes sense, but she'd have to be pretty careful not to hurt herself. I wonder how many times that's happened, given that it sounds like she's cooked alone for possibly years while Akira worked and her parents were gone. She probably makes a mean fryer. With that, the conversation trails off. Compared to the awkward silences of Hanako, Lilly seems genuinely content to say what she thinks and stay quiet when there's nothing to say. The slick road under my feet is bathed in an orange glow, the occasional fallen leaf crunching underfoot as we walk. I let out a deep yawn. Not going to do it because I'm actually going to yawn if I do that. My lack of sleep coming back to haunt me. Did you not get much sleep last night? I couldn't sleep at all for the last 2 nights. I was thinking of you. Probably insomnia. Lily's face suddenly becomes worried. It feels like a personal failure every time she gets worried about my well-being, even if it's genuinely nice to know someone cares. Yeah, it can get a little bit much if someone cares about you. Well, not cares about you that much, but you know, shows concern in every little thing that's gone wrong, or you know, something like that. You have insomnia? Aren't you going to see the nurse about it? Nah, no real need. It's happened before a few times. My meds screw with my sleeping occasionally. I'm sorry. Come on, it's not your fault. At least I shouldn't have any trouble getting to sleep tonight. You do worry me sometimes. I worry you? I reach around and scratch the back of my neck. I kind of want to address this. Hey Lilly. I don't mean to sound weird, but please try to forget about my heart condition. She looks kind of lost. I hardly blame her. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, just don't treat me differently because of it. Well, you can't really talk, Hisao. I mean, you treat her differently. You still try and dodge the whole landmine, talking about her blindness, sort of talking about eyes. Oh shit, she's blind, can't say that sort of thing. So you can't really say that. She bows her head slightly, her white cheeks reddening almost imperceptibly. It's only natural to worry about those around you, especially the ones you care about. Well, it's still nice to know there's someone like that out there. It may be somewhat embarrassing to say, but it's the truth. Lilly takes a breath to regain her composure and manages a gentle smile, though her cheeks remain flushed. The final downhill walk to the store passes in silence. Oh, well, way to make things awkward, Hisao. Fuck. Welcome! I highly doubt the storeman is that happy to be working in a nice little convenience store like this. I suppose I'll get my stuff first and Hanako's on the second round. I grab two well-worn red baskets from the stack beside the entrance and pass one to Lilly. Whoa! Oh, okay. Thought she was, nowhere that far into the story. Just as she did before, she lays it on the ground and slides her retracted cane between the basket's handles before picking it back up with her right hand. When she takes hold of my arm in her own, I'm surprised at just how fast this kind of casual contact became so natural, mostly due to necessity, no doubt. I highly doubt it. You guys are going to get on, shall we? Sure. While we navigate around the store, the odd person occasionally passing us pays us no heed at all. It's nice, compared to the stares and whispers around the city. As we reach each aisle, I quickly check with Lilly what she needs and grab it along with what I want, putting our items into their respective baskets. It's an odd feeling to be depended on so much for something so basic as shopping. Hanako would be practically a necessity for her to pick out what she wants after all. Right, I'm pretty much done with both my stuff and Hanako. Do you need anything else, Lilly? Just your love, Hisao. No, this should be everything. Off we go then, as we take our witch's brooms and fly off into the sunset. Oddly, there's a queue a mile long. Considering the store's only large enough to warrant one counter, seems like it takes a while. And considering the queue is a mile long, that is a pretty large queue, being only a convenience store. Damn. Lilly gives an inquisitive look, unable to see the reason for my complaint. Complaint? The queue's really long, looks like we'll have to wait. How strange. Just barge through. Sharing the same mood of resignation, we reluctantly take our place at the end of the line. If you want to be an asshole, this is what you do. If there's a really long line of people, whatever, you know how some people, somewhere close to the front of the line, you pretend like you're gonna, go, oh, excuse me, just trying to get through here. Once you get right in the middle of the line there, just pretend like you're, doing your shoe up or something, and then just stand up and you've just gained maybe 20 places in that line, and just ignore the people behind you. They will give you some nasty looks. Douchebag tips 101. One person finishes, the line moves up. Another person finishes, the line moves up. Another person finishes, the line doesn't move. By the time we finally reach the head of the line, I'm so close to dozing off that Lilly has to gently pat me on the back for me to move up. Hisao! Ah, sorry. She gives a short sigh of consternation as I move up, getting the groceries for Hanako and I put into separate bags. Thank you! Please come again! By the time we emerge from the store, Lily's holding a single bag while I struggle to carry 4. As my phone vibrates, I'm not going to answer it. Both hands well and truly full. It's a lot of work, but thankfully the items in them are light. Well, Lily's hands are both going to be full, if you know what I mean, very, very soon. It's night time, No, okay. Even without looking skyward, it's obvious that a surprising amount of time's passed, the road outside being dark and lit by street lamps. Once Lily retrieves her cane, we set out back to the dormitories the way we came, leaving the welcoming warm glow of the store. Despite the road being empty of cars, the full bags abundantly make up for the lack of noise, constantly clunking and squeaking together. I don't think I've ever heard a bag clunk or squeak. However, in saying that, I don't know what a bag makes in terms of noises. Shut up. My, Hisao, it's good to find that you're eating well. What are you talking about, man? I've got chips and chocolate and lollies. It's all I've got in my bag. I'm a growing boy after all. I need to eat all I can. It must be nice being a man. Lily, do we need to have a talk? You know, when you were a little girl, did you want to be a boy? Because that sounds very strange. I think she wanted to have me. What? Seemingly not noticing or ignoring my surprise at the completely out of left field comment, she continues on without missing a beat. Weight doesn't really bother you when eating, most of the time. Oh, well, yeah, okay. I get what you mean. Women tend to worry about stuff like that more than we do, I guess. Exactly. It makes me somewhat envious, to be honest. But in saying that, Lily, you all have your perks. We don't really, don't care that much about our looks or, our weight or anything like that. However, you don't need to worry about picking a guy up. Because, it's natural for the male to go out and seek the woman. The woman can just walk up to a guy and, there's that. Whereas the male has to really try to get the lady, like I'm doing here. Well, it's not like we can outright ignore it. With an affirmative nod, we continue on our walk. Huh, that's right.